Hi everyone, Mr. Morgan here. I'm going to go through the form requirement for this testing cycle. This form is going to be done for the entire school, white belt all the way up through black belt. This is GSHM 2. This is the first time that we have been doing this here at our school. So I'm going to go through it and just show you. I'm going to kind of talk through it and show you kind of what we're doing. So we're going to start. Chari up. Hune. We're going to step out to the right. Chumbi. We're going to come up. Come down, and when you finish your arm movement, you're going to say, GSHM 2, sir. All right, form's going to start. They're going to be swinging at you in zone number 1. So you're going to step back, double knife hand block. So you're going to have your back stance here. So you want your back knee bending the most, your front knees bending some. You want your back toes, your right toes pointing towards the one direction. You want your front toes pointing to the front. And you want your double knife hand block up here. All right. Then we're going to step over front stance. So that's going to turn your back toes. All of your toes are going to point straight ahead, bending your front knee, cross, jab, cross. So those are going to be the 3 punches. All right. So beginning one more time, I'm going to start here. I'm going to step back, back stance, double knife hand block, stepping over, cross, jab, cross. And all of the punches are going to go up to the high section. So going up to the head. All right, segment 2, we're going to be going to the right. So I'm going to go again with the back stance. I'm going to move my back foot, inner form block. Then again, I'm going to do similar to the first segment. I'm going to step over with my front foot, cross, jab, cross. So again, if I come back here where I finished, I'm going to step over, inner form block, step over, cross, jab, cross, again to the high section. Now from here, I'm going to turn behind me. And I'm going to turn, look over my left shoulder, and I'm going to do high block. So here's a little bit different. This is going to be a front stance here. So I'm going to have all of my toes pointing the same direction. Then I'm going to load, cross, jab, and yeah. So that's going to be the first shout right there. So again, if I finish here, I'm going to turn, high block, cross, jab, yeah, and cross. All right. So that's the first 12 moves. That's the first half. So I'm going to do that part all together, and then we'll start talking about the second half. All right. So chari up, Hune, Chumbi, GSHM 2, sir. All right, and then we begin. Yeah. And for now, just go back to Chumbi. That's the end of the first half. All right, going on to the second half, the second 12 moves. We're going to have, again, 3 more segments. So I'm going to go ahead to where I finished segment 3. Excuse me, this is segment 3. So now I'm going to look over my right shoulder towards the diagonal now. I'm going to step, double knife hand block. So now I'm blocking similar to the first block that I did in the form, but now I'm blocking in zone 2. So I'm in a back stance, right side, double knife hand block. I'm going to step over, cross. Then I'm going to go back leg round kick, land in my front stance, cross, jab. All right, so if I go back to the end of segment 3, so there was the punch that I did with the shout. Now I'm going to look over my right shoulder at the diagonal, back stance, double knife hand block, punch, round kick, cross, jab. All right. Now the next segment, I'm going to repeat that on the other side. So now I'm back to blocking zone 1. I'm going to go the other diagonal. So I'm going to step, back stance, double knife hand block, cross, up high in a front stance, round kick, land in a front stance, cross, jab. All right. So if I put those 2 segments together, it'll look something like this. Right? So those are the next 2 segments. The final segment is going to be your double knife hand block and punch. So that's going to finish the form. That'll be your last 2 moves. So we were here. So we did the double knife hand block, punch, round kick, cross jab. Now from here, I'm just going to go straight to the front again. double knife hand block, and the cross from there. Then I'll step back to Pierrot and chuck and bow that way. All right, and one thing that I forgot to mention, the first shout, we talked about that. The first shout is on move number 12, and the second shout is going to be on this second diagonal double knife hand block. All right, so I'm going to go through, do the whole form one time, no count, so you can see the timing and all of the moves together. All right. Ji-Shim 2, sir. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, and that's the end of Ji-Shim 2. So remember, this cycle, typically this would be a white, orange, yellow belt form, but since this is a new form for the school, we're having all the students do it. So that way no students miss out on it. So Ji-Shim 2 is going to be the requirement at testing. For the color belts, it's going to be their second black stripe. So keep practicing at home, keep training in class, and we'll see you on your next class.